got no skills. Hey folks, Species7 here. No. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Watts Farm and Farm Sim 17. Yes, indeed. I tell you. So, I'm actually re-recording an episode. The last one, well, two issues. One, I tried out a bale stacker. Boom, shakalaka, boom. Yes. And, well, let me show you this. It was horrible. It was horrible. Oh, I just wanted to throw my poor mouse right through my monitor. Oh, just terrible. Okay, where the heck are we here? Baling technology. I'd hardly call this thing technology. It's more like a trick. This, the Balin Boy. Now, granted, it's really hard to get bales into it. It's tricky as heck to not get them to screw up and come out the back. But the worst of it, it is absolutely useless if there's even a slight bit of a hill. Because as soon as you, like, it works by basically you lower it down and run it under the bale and then lift it back up. Well, if you lower it down on a hill, it slides sideways. So yeah, just as you go to line up your bale, and you have to pick them up from the opposite way that a baler drops them. So you're at 90 degrees to how you were running your bales. But anyway, so every time you would lower it down so that it could, you know, do its thing and pick up the bale, it would slide 90 degrees to the tractor. Yeah, I filled it twice. It took me almost an hour. So, yeah, I finally decided, you know what? I'm going to sell off this piece of gear that I'm not using anymore, and I'm just going to buy the in-game one, because, well, it works. Yeah, it actually works. So yeah, that's where we're at now. The other reason that I decided to redo the episode is because I'd done quite a lot of comments on the Giants live stream and how I thought it was a little bit better method than, you know, what they've done in the past with just handing it out to, you know, some people that have never even played the game before. So you end up watching an episode where they're crashing as much machinery as they can into the barn because they think that's what the game is about. It's like GTA 5 with tractors, you know. Well, guess what? I'm sure, as you all know, Giants has now released it to their select happy few. And now, understand, this rant does not come from me being butthurt because I didn't get a free key. I paid for the game a month ago. I didn't expect a free key. My channel, I mean, good lord, I'm lucky to get 50 views. Do I really deserve a free key when I do Giants any good? I mean, forget the fact I've done over 3,000 Farming Sim videos, you know. I don't expect Giants to look at that with any sort of positivity. But, so it's not, but what it is I'm looking at all these big YouTubers, quote-unquote, and I'm thinking, why do you have so little respect for your audience and for the farm sim community in general? You know, because every one of them is doing back to back to back to back to back to back videos. You know what I mean? Like, they are bound and determined that in the 4 or 5 days we have left before all of us that actually paid for the game have been waiting just as long to have it on our machines, you know, everything else that goes along with it, but they are determined to make sure that no matter how much we're looking forward to the game, we're not going to have any time on our own computer where we do something and go, wow, That is amazing. Why? Because you've already seen it. You know, they are determined to show every single facet of the game before we even get to look at the start screen for ourselves. You know. Now, for the people they gave it to simply because they have a channel, that's not as important, right? Because, what the heck is going on here? Wow, that was weird. It was like I was stuck on something. You know, it's not as important because odds are once they do their, you know, big wow on it because they have the exclusive, neither them nor their subscribers could really care what happens to the game after that. You know, so they're not really wrecking it for their audience because their audience likely isn't going to buy the. Maybe they will. Maybe one of them will go, hey, I thought this was crap, but this looks cool. So maybe they'll inspire a sale or two. Very good. Obviously, the better that Giants does with this, you know, the more hopefully they can put into the DLCs or the patches or whatever else might end up coming along. There we go. So yeah, certainly nothing wrong if they get a few sales. But like I said, it's not like they're going, ha ha. You know, I know you guys wanted to play this as much as I did, and, you know. But yeah, here's everything in the game. You know. And I find that a little disturbing. You know. I think that... as far as it goes, when it comes to bigger games, now I can understand early access, alright? If someone has a game in early access and they give out a key, it doesn't really matter how much content is shown, because you might not be spoiling anything. There might not be a single thing you just showed that ends up in the game. You know, you're basically just showing off, hey, look, this could be cool. You know, and that's good for the developers, and it's also good for the community, right? But, like I said, this whole, you know, doing everything you possibly can. I mean, you're live streaming it while you're uploading videos of it that you pre-recorded, and, you know, but doing everything you can to make sure there is nothing fresh in that game for the community to see, or for subscribers to experience for themselves. I'd feel like a complete butt wipe if I did that to you guys. I really would. I mean, if they'd given me a preview key, of course I would do some gameplay on it. You know. What would I do? I'd do exactly what I'm going to do when my key actually works. And that's, I'm going to go start a contracting business, or a farm, or, you know, and I'm going to step by. I'm not going to, you know, go into the XML files and give myself $1 billion so I can buy every piece of equipment in the game and parade it into the parking lot. You know, that's just, I don't know, it's weird, it's dumb, it's really, really rude to your subscribers and the community as a whole. You know? But it's, like I said, it's too late now. If you want to see every single thing that's in Farm Sim 19, go watch one of those channels. Seriously, you might as well not have bought the freaking game. You know what I mean? Not if you were looking forward to it. You know, now it's just, oh yeah. Now I know I have to do this, and now I go and do this, and oh yeah, I've seen this before. Where is the, you know? You paid good money for it. Somebody else shouldn't be sucking the life out of it. So anyway, with that and the fact that, yeah, if you had watched me with that other baler, although granted it would have been amusing as heck, I'm sure, for some of you. Yeah, I know, we only go to car races to watch people crash. Yeah. But yeah, as amusing as it was one of those things where it was also just supremely frustrating. You know, you had to line things up so precisely to start, because if either of the bars on either side touch the bale before the other side does, it'll turn the bale. And if it turns the bale, it doesn't fit in the machine. You know, so you go through all of that, you get it lined up just right, you lower it down, and it immediately cocks itself over 90 degrees. You're like, oh, God. Yeah. I said by the end of it, I was pretty much as far to the end of my rope as I get. So I didn't think you guys needed to see that, but I think about now. I have been given keys, even by AAA studios. You know, as sad and small as my channel is, and as poorly as it does, I have been given keys by AAA studios. You know, and some of them have done a right good job of it. You know, they'll do things. Well, let's take Trailmakers, for instance. Not a great popular game. In fact, to be honest with you, I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. But what they did is they gave keys out to some YouTubers, right? And didn't put any other sort of restrictions on it. But what they did was they actually gave us a beta version. And it was a lot different. Like, this was, I guess it was a press version, is what it was. You know, and it's kind of like when you get a demo for something. You know, you download the demo, and what they've done is randomly picked a level inside the game and let you play that. So it shows you enough of the mechanics, enough of the game, and that sort of thing, that you understand what you're looking forward to should you decide to purchase the game. You know, now, I don't agree with the fact that once the game launched, rather than give the people who had advertised their game a key, they simply removed it from your Steam account. Now, they're the only ones that did that, by the way. Other companies that have done the exact same thing so far as how they gave out keys and what they gave out actually let you keep the game when it launched. You know, to the extent that there's a couple of games I have in my Steam library where I have two titles, and one will say beta and one will say release. And it's because, again, the developers sent me a separate key to play a specialized beta, you know. And that sort of thing, yeah, I don't have an issue with that at all. I think that's great. You know, it's a good way to do it. And, you know, I'm sure a lot of people that watched those videos went, you know, that game's got potential, I think I'll pick it up. So it did the developers good as well. You know. And I'm sure no one that has watched the videos of FS19 by these people, you know, is going to go, oh, well, maybe some will, but are going to go, oh, well, now I've seen it, I don't want to buy it, you know, or I'm going to refund it, you know, although, of course, on the Steam forums, you see guys, oh, yeah, I watched the live streams and I refunded the game. Yeah, okay. Generally, if you need to post on the forum that you refunded a game, it's because you want the attention of having refunded the game. It's nothing to do with the game or the condition it's in. So, oh, I know what I need to do. I need to find my sprayer. Now, it seems to me I had that issue the last time. I thought it would be sitting over here, and lo and behold, it is not. So, let's see if we can find it today. But, yeah, so that's basically my rant about it, you know, is that why these guys have such a big community when they care so little about them, you know, and there's really no other way to look at it, you know what I mean? You wouldn't do that in any other aspect of life towards people that were clients or friends or anything else, would you? You know, you wouldn't rub it in their face that you are privileged and they are not. You know, there's lots of things they could have done. They could have showed how to start a farm. They could have showed how to start a contracting job. You know, but like I say, to put up 12 hours worth of video on something that's only been out for 12 hours. No, no. What you're trying to do is boost your own popularity by being so exclusive, you know? And that's true, that's all it is. I don't think I'm close enough. Oh, I might be. I might not be. Oh, look at that, eh? And do you have a plateau? I'll bet you do, don't you? Gotta have some way to make you work. Alright. Oh, we also need to fill you up. So, let's get you up off the ground. Yeah, so let's go get you some spray. Because I do believe our new cornfield is in need of a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So, this should do it right about there. Fill it up, please. Oh, we're down to, well, seeds and stems, as the expression goes. Yes, indeed. What? That's a proper farming term. Might not be what you guys are farming, but it's a proper farming term. Alright, let's get you, spreadulated. I think this actually is going to require one more. And I think we'll be doing that once the corn pops. We'll probably run the weeder through it. And that should give it everything it needs. Boom. Oh, and no, I haven't been watching any of those. I have watched the live streams I was able to watch that Giants put out, but no, as far as any of the channels, quite frankly, even people I follow normally with their usual content, you know, people like Northern Alex and such, where I usually watch his emergency content, and he does a lot of early access and stuff as well. Same thing. You know, he even stated in his very first video that he's just going to pump out as much content as possible before the game is released. And I thought, you know, oh, okay. Well, I suppose kudos for being honest with your community, but, you know, oh, here, I'm going to kick you in the nuts. At least I'm going to let you get ready for it. Like, that's going to make it hurt less, Alex. Jeez, boy. But anyway. And not to pick on one person, like I say, that's just an example of someone who I normally watch, and yeah, I don't know. That kind of crap, I might even just unsub from their channel, even though I've been subscribed to them for probably 5 years now. You know, that whole attitude of, I don't care about my subscriber base. Yeah. I would simply quit YouTube if I realized I'd come to that. You know, where it was all about me and no longer anything to do with you guys. That would be the end of YouTube for me. And you say, well, you got a Patreon channel, it is all about you. Well, if it had been all about me, in all honesty, I would have cancelled that by now. Because it dropped my viewership by about half when I announced that I was getting a Patreon channel. And it's never come back up. Not even by a single view. You know, I had all kinds of private messages, people telling me they were quitting my channel, and on and on and on and on and on. And, you know, by the same token, I had a lot of encouragement from some of my longtime subscribers. So, hard to say. but I would certainly never just, you know, get up and announce in a video, well, screw you guys. I'm special, you're not, so I'm going to ruin this for you. Yeah. Alright, check that out. Now, I think I might have another one or two that need that sort of service, but not so sure. It's not bad. It took less than half to do one of the biggest fields. Ah, big fields. That's the ticket. I think the other one we need to do is that other big field we just bought. Because we bought it this season, of course, it hasn't been plowed. So it didn't get to start with that nice, fresh, double fert right off the box. So, unfortunately. So let's see if we can't fix it up a little bit. Now let's have a look at the rest of them while we're at it, I guess. Alright, we'll turn that off. Yeah, field 8 has absolutely none. So, field 3 also needs more. Oh, field 1, we're done now. Interesting, okay. Field 2 is done. So yeah, field 8, 7, 3, 4, 13, they all need a little bit, don't they? Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Let's head down to 8. I guess by the time you guys see this, yeah, we should be only 4 or 5 days away from the release. So, and I'd thought about doing a live stream, but, well, 2 things prevent it. 1, I don't know that anybody would realize it was going to happen, and I wouldn't get any viewers at all. And then I would waste the launch day. And 2, well, I've never done it before, so I really don't know how. But, not like you can't Google and YouTube it. Alrighty, whoops. I don't need to go in there. I have to go down here. Be almost worth plowing this big strip back here and then replanting grass just to get the super yield. Oops. Alrighty, let's get you unfolded. Ooh. I'd almost think this guy would want to use the weeder because it's going to be hard as heck to see what we're getting here, isn't it? Yeah, almost impossible, actually. So, I think what I will do I hope that's making a difference. Is that? Yep, good. Alrighty. Alrighty indeed. Now, just let me have a look here in my garage for un momento. Okay. Interesting. I thought I also had a pellet sprayer, but I guess not. Alright. Let's head up and see what's going on at the sawmill. Whoopsie. Lord knows we're going to need some money out of there in the not too distant future. Oh, sip of coffee. Right on, lukewarm. That means the next time I go to do that, it'll be cold. My favorite. Not at all. I'm actually quite fussy about coffee. I drink about 3 to 4 cups of it a day, but I make every single cup fresh. Like, I don't have a 2 cup or 3 cup or 6 cup coffee maker. No, indeed, I have a 1 cup. These are got one more day and they'll be ready. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. But I do find when I'm making YouTube videos, it never fails. I'll start with a nice hot cup of coffee when I sit down, and the first sip, she's pretty warm. Second sip, lukewarm. By the third sip, it's pretty much ice cold, and half of it ends up going down the sink. So I suppose the reality of it is I drink maybe 2 cups of coffee every day. Yeah. How are you doing for chips? That's what I thought. You still got 1,000. Alrighty. Oh, I guess I went a little over on the other one. We're about 100 liters shy of the full 6. That's okay. There's still lots on the other side of the bin. I wonder if my HOTAS will work in this game. That'd be kind of funny. I'm going to have to try that before I retire FS17, just for the heck of it. See if I can actually run it with a HOTAS. Maybe if I can, I'll try to 7 or 19 that way. That would be pretty funny. So these B trailers, yeah, I don't know. They sure don't produce much. You know, I think between the 3 of them, we're making like $400 a day. Yeah, there's bees coming out of them. Apparently that'll only happen if they are in the right setting and functional. So they are doing what they're supposed to do. They just don't generate very much money. At $18,000 a piece, yeah, we're not going to be here long enough to realize a profit. That's just what that boils down to, I'm afraid. Our hired worker is still at it? Wow. They are taking their time. They're also almost out of fertilizer. Wow. Why so slow and inefficient, huh? Why? I guess I should put my mower back. I also have to, whoa. I'll be keeping the, like I say, the tedder for it and the cutter, but I don't think we need the windrower. I'm sure it has its uses. It's a really neat set. I'll give it that. It is indeed. Put this away for a change. It's been sitting there in the corner of this field for days. 4 days. think these bays are a little easier than the ones with the doors for fitting wide stuff into, so let's take advantage of it, shall we? There we go. Nice. Very, very nice. Oh, the tank is empty. Really? You didn't finish the job. The tank is empty. Wow. Just wow. Okay. Really? You only got that far on that full tank? Okay. Oh, and that really sucks, because that's going to be almost impossible to find. Alright. Alrighty. Let's get you out of here and get you filled up. That's too bad. Row and a half shy. Oh, well, look at all the overspray. Dang, dude, you got a whole row of overspray going on. What do you mean I have a whole row of underplant? Pull it off. Anyway, I will get this finished, but I think that's going to do it for this episode. So, hope you don't mind my ranting, but, well, what can I tell you? It's one of those things, and I find it a little bit disturbing, you know. Anyway, till next time. Take care of each other, folks. This has been Species 7 on Watts Farm. What? Ciao for now.